So here's a really quick look at BookCreator, which is a wonderful program to create your own online books. First, you'll need to sign in, and you'll sign in as a student. I'm actually going to sign in as a teacher, but you'll sign in as a student. Make sure that you use your Google account. And when you do that, you will be able to join a library. So you'll just go to join a library, and then you'll get the library code from your teachers. That's going to be your teacher's own library. Obviously, I think this is pretty intuitive. You add a book and you get to choose the book shape. Now, what's kind of fun is if you wanted, for example, to do a comic layout, you could use one of these. If you just wanted a traditional book layout, you choose that. And at that point, what you can do is start adding your content. So use the plus sign to add. And let's say that we want to add text. So do that. I can do a little bit of formatting here. I could put a link in if I wanted to. Now, you may be looking for other options. You may right-click, you may do a bunch of things. That actually right-clicking works to do some kind of text editing, to do formatting, to do things like that. Another option is to go up here after you have your title selected or your text selected. That unfortunately, it's not information like it is in a lot of programs. It actually needs more details. It really should be 3 dots or something. And this is where you can really change the color of your text. You can move things around. You can center it, bold it, all those kind of things. It isn't very different from right-clicking. That gives you a lot of the same formatting options. But that I can be a little bit confusing. If you want to add something else, you can take a picture of yourself, which is sort of a terrifying prospect. Hey, how are you doing? Nice to see you. I'm the author of this book. And I could either take a picture of myself or take a video of myself. Imagine how scary to open a book and suddenly this is what you see, your smiling self. And I can preview this. What you see, your smiling self. And I can use that video, and it's uploading. As with most programs, you can change the position. You could change it to another page. There are a lot of things you could do there. It's loading, so I'm just going to leave that alone. What else can we add? The other options. I'm not going to go through absolutely everything. Obviously, with a pen, you can draw the text. We just did that. You could record a voiceover. And here, if you want to start drawing, you can add some shapes. You can add bubbles, speech bubbles. Imagine if you had a figure here that was kind of a circle, a little circle with a smile. And he's your main character. You could go back and add a little speech bubble to him. Sort of going off the end of my page there. And then you could put text in that. Let's look at some of the other things you can do in addition to shapes. If you then go once again to your eye for inspector, you get a whole bunch of choices. You can do some comic books effects. You could do change your paper. Let's say I wanted lined paper. You could do borders, little flowered border on there. What you really need to do here is just look through all the choices. Another kind of interesting thing you do, which I just skipped over very quickly, if you happen to write text, you could record it. So you would have a version of your book where your text is written aloud. And here, this is my title. And then the recording, you could choose to either put next to your text, or you could put all your recording in a box at the bottom. There are lots of different ways you can do it. When you're ready to add a new page, you just go to New Page and you have a blank page. And when you want to see what it looks like, you then have all the options for either looking at it full screen, sharing it. In your settings, you get to choose a bunch of things also. You can download it as an ebook, in which case it would be a PDF format, or you could choose to print it. And once you have more pages to your book as it's presented, you can flip through it. Your teacher can choose to publish these books so they can be viewed on the open web, or they can be kept privately in the classroom. So I suggest you go to the link that's included in the instructions that gives much more complete and much better instructions than I really could. Everything you need to do there is really clearly laid out. Good luck with this.